That concept about the seed of the father, then that would mean, that's why I went back to Noah, if you will, real quick. The three sons of Noah split up, but they all came from Noah, the three sons of Noah. They all came from him. We know Japheth went that way. We know Ham went this way. We know Shem went that way. And the chosen lineage come from Shem. I understand that. But these three sons that had sons and sons go all the way back to the father, which is Noah.
The father, which
so that means, real quick, I'm done.
Adam.
I'm done.
Adam is the father
okay,
of that righteous seed, and one of the last righteous seeds through all those generations was Noah. And out of Noah's three sons, the righteous seed was Shem, because Shem brought forth Abraham. Abraham brought forth Isaac, and Isaac brought forth Jacob. And only in Jacob is the salvation of the Negroes. Not Noah, not Abraham, not Isaac, but the actual chosen people come from Jacob. Okay,
so Japheth and Ham is canceled and kicked
out. Well,
no,
I can't say that. I can't say that. No, I can't say that. What they're doing is they're playing their parts. They're playing their part. If you went back to Genesis, somebody we get there real quick, when Ham looked in on Noah, his father. And so this is showing you exactly what Ham's part is being played. Because Ham and all the Hamites through Ham, all the Canaanites is playing their parts because of what their father did to his father Noah. Read that real quick. He want to know what part they're playing. They're playing the part of a servant. You said they kicked to the curb. I'm telling you, no, they're not kicked to the curb because they're still living and breathing. They just don't have no salvation.
When I make my kick to the curb is salvation.
Like no, they don't have. They're in their salvation right now.
I know.
Somebody else get me Zephaniah 2:12 where it says Ethiopians will be destroyed. Give me the Ethiopians. You get that. Give me the Zephaniah 2:12. Yeah. Read that about what happened with Noah and Canaan.
All right, we're in the book of Genesis, right? Chapter 9, verse 18. And the sons of Noah that went forth the ark were Shem and Ham and Japheth.
Okay, that's understood. The brother brought it out. Go ahead, read.
And Ham is the father of Canaan.
Ham is the father of all the Canaanites. Now Canaan had sons, and all of those sons with different names. They were called Jebul. They were called Korite, and all of these. So these are all Canaan's sons. Read.
These are the three sons of Noah. And of them was the whole earth overspread.
The whole earth was overspread, which means that they played a part in populating the earth. All of those three sons. Read.
And Noah began to be a husbandman.
Noah began to be a husbandman. Noah started relaxing with his wife, and he started tending his flock and tending his land. Read.
And he planted a vineyard.
He planted a vineyard. That's for wine. Read.
And he drank of the wine.
Drank the wine. Continue.
And was drunken.
Come on.
And he was uncovered within his tent.
Come on, he was uncovered. He wasn't fully robed. Come on.
And Ham.
Who?
And Ham.
Who?
Ham.
Who?
Ham.
Read.
The father of Canaan.
The father of Canaan. Read.
Saw the nakedness of his father.
His father. Now, a normal thing you do, you see your father. If you don't wake your father up, back then they were more spiritual and more respectable. You're supposed to cover your father's nude parts. But our sons see us nude. Our sons see this. We see our children nude. Read.
Saw the nakedness of his father.
Saw his father with no clothes on. Read.
And told his two brethren without.
He went outside and told his two brothers instead of doing what he was supposed to. Get to the point. Read.
And Shem and Japheth took a garment and laid it upon both their shoulders.
Father was this way, he was naked. They went backwards. Read.
And went backward and covered the nakedness of their
They
father.
covered his father. Okay, now Noah, either Noah knew this would happen, or Noah was told by the Most High, or an angel that came to give him what his son Ham did. Read.
And their faces were backward.
Read.
And they saw not their father's nakedness.
They saw. Read. Continue. Let's go.
And Noah awoke from his wine
When Noah was up, read.
and knew what his younger son had
He
done.
knew what his son did, whether he was told or whether it was in the spirit. Read.
Had done unto him. And he said, Cursed be Canaan. Cursed be
Say it
Canaan.
again.
And he said, Cursed be Canaan.
Cursed be Canaan. Now that's all the Canaanites. He didn't curse Ham,
Right.
just like God didn't curse. God didn't curse none of these men. These men died a rightful, righteous, royal death. Their children is who we are. We are the ones that's taken up on the aftermath of their wickedness. Read, see what he said that. Why? How was he cursed?
And he said, Cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants.
A what?
A servant of servants.
Now that's his role. Now in Africa, that's what he's a servant of servant. He come to America, which is spiritually Babylon, come to America, and this is where he gets his little bit of money. But he's still out here every day grinding. He's not grinding in Africa. He's not grinding in Africa. In Africa, he is being that servant of servant.
That's right.
And if you go to Kings, Joshua, you go to Joshua and you go to Kings. Solomon used the Canaanites to cut down that timber. So this is what was happening to them.
Yeah, I understand that, but I still can't see why you don't conceptualize the fact that not only was we in servitude of the Egyptians, which are Hamites, blood was mixed and intermarriage was going on, we also was in servitude of the Edomites, or white man.
Get that scripture.
So how can each one of y'all, hold up.
No, I want to tell you. No, because you hear the key point.
Hold on.
Listen,
You heard that, right? Key point.
No, you made a key point. Cause I want to. No, and that's good. So, but what is your faith?
I knew that was coming.
No, if you had to. No, the reason why I'm asking you that, and it's no disrespect, but the reason I'm asking you that is because you seem to have a problem with man being the seed, man holding the seed. It sounds like you might be a little down on the goddess stuff, are you?
No, I couldn't bring what I.
Come on,
No. I'm not with deities.
I will sift you out.
Now listen, I'm not with deities.
Amos 9:9. Get that. Go ahead, Prince.
I'm not with deities.
Reading out the book of Amos,
No, go ahead.
chapter 9 and verse 9.
Remember, to cue it back up again. You were saying that how some of us were overran by the Egyptians as far as mingling. Some of us were mingled with Esau. Some of us mingled with Japheth. Some of us, because all the nations started off dark. Esau is the odd man out. That's why he has his complexion. So you can identify your true enemy with his skin complexion. Now read.
Reading out the book of Amos, chapter 9 and verse 9. For, lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel.
To sift us through all of that. Like, you know how back in the day when grandma made them real butter biscuits, you put the powder and you sift it, and everything that's fallen is going to be the other nations, or unclean. Like a dark-skinned man that you thought was Israel might be an Edomite. You understand what I'm saying? He might, because his father is white, but his complexion's not. So read that again from the top.
For, lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel.
I'm going to sift my house. These 12 tribes that he scattered all over the world, he's going to get them in a big spiritual sifter, and he's going to shake it, and he's going to shake it. Everything that's going to drop is going to be the white man. It's going to be the Arabs that look like us. It's going to be the white man that look like us. It's going to be the Puerto Rican man that looks like us, that's actually a Spaniard. Read. So
Among all nations,
among all the nations, read.
like as corn is sifted in a sea.
In a sea. So it comes out. All the impurities, which means the other nations that has mingled with us, are going to fall to the wayside. What's going to be left in that sifter? The true Israelites. And guess what? Out of all of them, he's going to sift them out and sift out the impurities of them. But go ahead, get your point.
So if my father was white,
Yes.
just using the illustration. Excuse me. My father was white, right? And he's coming back, this God that's going to sift out all of this Edomite stuff and all this Hamite and all the other nations that we've been contaminated with, right? Where does that leave me? Because that's my dad right there, and he's a white person.
Read that again.
And that's what brought me here.
Read that again with understanding.
Determination.
Read that again.
Reading out the book of Amos, chapter 9 and verse 9. For lo, I will command.
I will what?
I will command.
He's going to make the angels do this. Read.
And I will sift the house.
Sift the house
of Israel.
Of Israel. Remember, that's all right. Go ahead, read that.
Among all nations.
Remember, this book and this lifestyle we preaching or teaching or speeching is only about the 12 tribes of Israel. It's only about, I mean, it's no disrespect because on a level, Esau, which is the white man, and then you got Ishmael, which is not the Arab, because the Arabs are white people too. So are the Chinese, so are the Koreans, so are the Japanese. These are modern day Edomites through conquering and mingling their blood. But
The original Arabs are jet black.
that's what I'm saying. So no, I'm not even going to go there. The original Ishmaelites, because Arab is another moniker on people. Because like Japanese, those people are not Japanese. Those are white people that's portraying Japhet. They're not even Moab. They're Japhetic people.
Crossbreed, right?
I call them Euro Esau Japhet.
Mutant.
Yeah,
Hybrid.
No, they're not hybrid. They're actually white men that look like look like the so-called Japhites. Because remember, Genghis Khan and Kublai Khan conquered them in the 12th century. This man here, he's not Chinese. He's a white man that looks like a Japhite. That's who he is. That's Esau had. Somebody real quick, get a Bible real quick, so now you can see how all this is just one nation of people, the so-called white man. Job 9 and 24. That's how Job 9 and 24.
Earth is giving it to them.
And the whole earth, the whole world is Esau's world. This is his salvation. This is his. Read that real quick.
Job, I got it. Well, book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24.
Now read it slow.
The earth
The whole planet Earth. Read.
is given into the hand of the wicked.
And who gave it to him? Satan gave it to him, because the Most High gave it to Satan to give it to him. Because this is the prince. This world belongs to the prince of the air. That's Satan. Now, read that again, because we talking. The Chinese man is a white man. The Arabs are white people. The Japanese are white people. So all of these people all over the world, Russian, Jews, all of these are white people. They're not white because they come from the nation of Edom. The Edomites, they're all Edomites. That's why they look their complexion. Like you said, the true Ishmaelites and the true Japhites are all Negro black looking people. Read that again from the top.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Captivity.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
Now how the most important thing he did, get that sign out, get Amalek out. This is the most important. Read that last precept again.
Job chapter 9,
Covered what?
verse 24. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
The real judge is a so-called black Christ. He covered the faces of the judges. These are the people that you think judge the earth. Read it again. He did what?
He covereth the faces of the judges
The
thereof.
real Jew of the Bible is the black man. He did what?
He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
Covered the face of the true ruler, which is the Negroes. The Negroes are the true rulers, and we belong in the Bible. He did what?
He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
He covered the faces of the true judges. You seen Moses as Charles and Heston, a white man. He did what?
He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
You seen Robert Mitchum play Samson as a white man. Samson's a black man. What did he do?
He covered the faces of the judges.
He covered the faces of these judges. Read it now. Read that last part.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
Continue.
If not,
If what?
if not,
Read.
if not, where and who is he?
If it wasn't this man, these people, who was it? And where is that other person? These people call themselves Jewish. They're not the true Jews of the Bible. That's the only thing we come out here. We don't come out here to argue and debate. We come out here to tell the truth, talk truth. A lot of people can't stand the truth. Now, what's going to happen to all those nations that's right now that's in their salvation, such as the Arab man, which is still a white man,
Right.
the Chinese man, which is still a white man,
Right.
the Japanese, which is still a white man,
That's
the
right.
white man, who is a white man, they're all in their salvation right now. The Arabs got the oil. White man got the gold, he said he got missiles. Russia got missiles. Germany said they got missiles. This is the white man in his rulership, in his salvation. That's why he gets no salvation in the kingdom. But he's going to be there, and he's going to be there to do what?
The book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
Any man has an ear of mine, let him listen to what the Spirit's going to say. Read.
He that leadeth into captivity.
He that leadeth, give me that sign. Hold that sign up, Kalat. Read that again.
He that leadeth into captivity.
Anybody that did this, we know who did that. I mean, you know, we talk about it over and over, but see, we let the scriptures back up our statements. Read.
Shall go. Into
Shall what?
Shall go.
Shall what?
Shall go into captivity.
So this man here is going to go, these people are going to go into captivity.
When is that?
When? As soon as our king comes back.
I would like to know, when is these prophecies
Well,
going
the prophecies are opening up every day. You can do
Let
that.
me ask you, let me elaborate on what you're saying. According to Genesis 15, verse 13, Abraham said, know for surety that thy seed shall be a stranger, right? In a land that's not theirs.
Okay.
For 400.
Okay.
Right? So 1619 to 2019, the 400 years should be completed. So that means next year we should be free from all this.
That's not what it means. You know what it means?
He ain't talking about Egypt.
No, that's not what it means. What it means is that the spiritual, if you hear a cop car right now, you're going to do like this and you ain't do nothing wrong. That spiritual yoke is a spiritual yoke that's still on the black man. An ambulance could be going down and you're going to turn around and might think it's a cop. It's that spiritual yoke.
Yeah, I understand.
That spiritual yoke, we're not getting delivered up here because Christ, when he come back, Hamashiach, when he comes back, he's going to come back on Mount Olive anyway. He's not coming back here. But the strength of the black man is going to wake back up again as a nation. We're going to not want to take it no more. We're gonna be in combative. The brother said about a race war. That's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Say this, if it was, I understand and respect what you're teaching as a doctrine, but
It's not a doctrine,
we're not,
bro.
well, the paradox. If that did happen, the so-called black man, Latinos, Dominicans, Mexicans, the 12 tribes of Israel are not in no position for warfare against Esau.
No, but you're right. Guess what?
We have no
Guess what? We don't need none of that. We don't need none of that. Okay, what helicopter or what dustbuster did Moses use when the Red Sea was parted? What dustbuster did he use? What did he use? We got to depend on our Father and our King. That's it.
Right.
That's all we got. Because remember, they giving you a doll baby for a gun, but so they could walk right up and imprison you. Jacob's trouble is coming, and so the best thing that our people is going to do is going to wake up and they're going to depend back on that faith.
So we got to wait for God.
11.
We got to wait for God to
No, we don't
coming out
gotta
of the
wait.
sky.
No, we don't gotta wait. We don't gotta wait. Go to Hebrews 11 and 1. Okay, hold that. Go to. We don't gotta wait, but it's a faith. Read.
Is that what we supposed to
Book
do?
of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 1.
Read.
Now faith.
Read.
Faith is the substance.
Say it again.
Now faith is the substance of things hoped for.
Faith. Yo, see, you already know the scriptures. But okay, guess what? Guess what? We as individuals here apply the scriptures. We don't just read it as a book. No, I didn't say you didn't. I didn't say you did. I said we. I can't speak for you, but read that again from the top.
Now, faith!
That's all, but all a black man got is faith. Remember when they were saying, swing low, sweet chariot? And they were strangers in that land. They were up Kunta Kinte when he was getting his ass whipped. He was a stranger here. All of our generations for those 400 years were strangers. We're still strangers. We're in exile in this country. You know, I know you're a bright brother. You know what exile is. We just go back and forth. We just go back and forth here in exile.
Syrian exile.
Right. But you are the seed, we are the seed of our Father once again. No matter how dark we are, we're the seed of our Father. So now, if you are the product of a white man, if you are, that just means that you're a dark-skinned Edomite, but that doesn't mean that you don't supposed to follow the Lord's statutes and commandments, because we all are going to be judged on it. But remember, if your father put these people in captivity, and the Hamite, Canaanite Africans in captivity, they are guilty of putting them in captivity.
What's the longest captivity that the children of Israel?
America with no identity. With no identity, because we have never been nowhere without our heritage for as long a amount of time.
Okay, so
and guess what? Your older brother, his older brother did it to him. Genesis 27 and 41. 27 and 41, real quick. Yeah. Jacob and Isaiah. So this is where Jacob and Esau. So this is how that came about. Read.
Like I got it.
Read it.
Genesis chapter 27, verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob.
The so-called white man hate your brother. Read.
Hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith.
Because of the blessing that's going to come when Christ comes back and set the world straight. Read.
Wherewith his father blessed him.
His father blessed him. Read.
And Esau said.
What did the so-called white man say?
And Esau said in his heart.
What did the so-called white man say?
Esau said in his heart.
Read.
The days of mourning.
The days of crying for my father. Read.
For my father are at hand.
The days of Isaac is getting ready to die. Read.
Then will I slay.
There are what?
Will I slay?
Will I what?
Slay.
Will I who?
Slay.
Read.
Slay my brother Jacob.
And that's what's been happening. And that's been happening in this country. That's been happening in this country 400 years. The white man has been killing us, raping and murdering us, shooting us in the back. Therefore what?
Slay my brother.
I will slay my brother. It didn't say kill. You know why it didn't say kill? Because we kill to eat. He will murder his brother. Because the commandment said, thou shalt not murder. That's what it is. He said he will do what to his brother?
I will slay my brother Jacob.
So how did he slay his brother Jacob? He made you not believe and understand that you were the true Jew of the Bible? Give me that. Give me that. The last one. He made you, Tyler Perry, make money on wearing dresses. He put drugs and cocaine and abortions in your neighborhood. I will what?
And I will slay.
I will slay my brother and my sister. I will give you a benefit card so you can murder your baby. And you can murder your baby. I will give you dope. I will give you crack. I will what?
I will slay.
I will slay my brother. He's been doing it for over 4,000 years. And he had more concentration in this country, making you a transgender. Making you say you're a homophobe. You're not no homophobe. Sodomites should get put to death because they are going against the Lord's statutes and commandments of the Bible. And he's making us cowards to believe that you could be a transgender man and a transgender woman. He'll do what?
And I will slay.
And he's been slaying us, genocide us with all that crap, with crack, with dope, with heroin, with cocaine, with transgender, with faggots and with lesbians, with sodomites and lesbians. He's been doing what?
Then I will slay my brother Jacob.
Slaying us. So this is his job. So now somebody want to go back to Job 9 and 24. You think not what? Read.
The earth.
The what?
The earth.
Read.
Is given into the hand of the wicked.
That's only your wicked brother Esau. Read.
He covereth covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
Cover the faces of the judges thereof. And also, he's putting that Baphomet statue in Middle America, whereas that Baphomet statue, people don't understand, and you read, and I know you read, that that's the isolation, desolation, isolation, that statue they're going to put up, and if you don't bow down to that, and if you don't take the trip, take that chip, it's off with your head. If you saw the movie, The Chronicles of who? Like this stuff right here is insane. That's not even real. The Chronicles are written. Remember when that deaf monger, whatever monger, the necromonger snatched the guy's soul out? This is what they doing. They're killing our soul today. You think, oh, you can't say nothing bad. A man is supposed to speak up and talk truth. Oh, we can't talk bad about the lesbians. We can't talk bad about the Sodomites, the transgenders. But what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah? They don't teach that in school. They teach Bobby got 2 mommies.
Right.
Tommy got 2 daddies. They teach that, but they don't teach that Sodom and Gomorrah got blown up because they practice lesbian and homosexual activity.
That's right.
All of these things right here. The earth is what? Read it again. The earth
is given into the hands of the wicked.
This is wicked. This is wicked. This is wicked. Oh, what it said? Heather has 2 mommies. In your school, a transgender man with a dress reading to you, Heather got 2 mommies? Why Heather don't got a mother and a father? Why Heather don't got a mother? Why Bobby got 2 daddies? Why Bobby got 2 daddies? Homosexuality in this country is out of control.
Scripture?
Revelation 18 and 4 real quick. Everybody's moving their kids away when you talk the truth. Homosexuality and lesbianism is out of control. Transgender is out of control.
Right.
You got men wanting to be ladies and ladies wanting to be men.
Right.
What the hell is going on in America? And our kids looking at the TV show, teachers teaching them how to be a man, teaching a man how to be a woman, and a woman how to be a man. Ain't no such thing. Read what you got.
Revelation chapter 18 verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive none of her plagues. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
Come on, hold that. Read what you got. Because this is prophecy. You talking about prophecy. This is prophecy 101 right in front of your face. You see this every day. We don't use foul language in this camp, but you see this every day. This is prophecy. You know why? Read what you got.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 26. Disquieting of good men.
Disquieting, trying to shut us up, like in California, even though California burning up, they're trying to ban the Bible. Read that again.
Disquieting of good men.
They're trying to shut us up. Read.
Forgetfulness of good terms.
Forgetfulness of good things. We out here doing anything we want. Do what thou wilt. Ain't no law. Your pastor, preacher, and your pork chop, biscuit eating bishop, preacher, they're gonna die because they teaching you wrong. They're gonna die. They're gonna die because they're lying to you.
That's right.
Defiling of souls.
Defiling of souls. Come on, a man getting ran up in his back is what?
Defiling of souls.
Defiling a man's soul. Ain't nothing supposed to go in the back of a man's back, in the back of a woman's back. Defiling what?
Defiling of souls.
You're breaking men by making them turn into effeminate. Read.
Changing of kind.
Changing of kind. Look at this. Look at this. A man being a woman and a woman being a man. Look at this. A female took her breasts out and she's still pregnant with a beard. What kind of stuff is that? A female being pregnant and this is her husband that made her pregnant. I didn't get it wrong. This is a man and that's a woman with a beard and she's pregnant. Disquieting what?
Disquieting of good men.
Read.
Forgetfulness of good terms.
Forgetfulness of good term. Heather got 2 mommies. Read.
Defiling of soul.
Defiling of the soul. Every last one of these souls has been defiled. They have defiled themselves. These Sodomites running up and down, marching like they're in Nate Macy's window. They're gonna march at Juve tomorrow. They're gonna march the Labor Day parade. Give me Isaiah 3 and 9. Isaiah 3 and 9. Isaiah 1 and 9 and Isaiah 3 and 9. Don't worry about that. That's only for educational purposes only. Somebody get it to me. Read that while they get it.
Changing of kind.
Changing of kind. A man changing into a woman and a woman changing into a man, and y'all think that's okay? Hell no, it's not okay. Ain't nobody out here a homophobe. We righteous according to the Bible. The Bible said Sodom and Gomorrah gotta go. If you don't repent as a lesbian, and if you don't repent as a homosexual, you're gonna die. You're gonna die if you don't repent. We ain't gotta put no chase on it. That's straight up. The Most High said, I'm gonna come at you. You shut up. You shut up and learn, young Negro. Young Negro, you like homosexuals? You like that? You like that? If I'm not saying anything, then you should leave. Read what you got.
Isaiah
9:9. And you are disrespectful. Where's that respect?
Isaiah chapter 1 verse 9.
Wait, where's that respect to hoary head? That's your problem. Y'all don't got no respect for elders, don't got no respect for your family, don't got no respect for your parents. You know what Elijah did to those 11 kids? He got bears to eat those 11 unruly, rebellious kids up.
Right.
Read what you got.
Isaiah chapter 1 verse 9.
Now this is real talk, because see, he don't know about Sodom and Gomorrah, homosexuality, and lesbians in the school. He don't know about what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah. If we wasn't out here, the remnant, it says the remnant, read.
Isaiah chapter 1 verse 9. Except the Most High of hosts.
Except what?
Except the Most High of hosts.
Except the God of creation, read.
Had left unto us a very small remnant.
If he didn't leave these brothers out here right now, and the other brothers you see on YouTube, and the other brothers down the street, around the corner, and down the block, that's what a remnant is. If he didn't leave the small amount of people that want to stand up, Psalms 9 and 24, read.
We should have been at
Read
Sodom,
again from the top.
except the Lord of hosts have left unto us a very small remnant.
If he didn't leave a very small part of Israelites that know the Israelites, that want salvation, that know this government is wrong, because y'all Jesus, who y'all think Jesus is, the Christ of the Bible was a revolutionary. That's why they murdered him. Read.
We should have been at Sodom.
We'd have been, all of us would have been at Sodom. Read.
And we should have been at like unto Gomorrah.
If we weren't out here teaching the word, they teach you about homosexuality rights, they teach you about lesbian rights. If we was out here, we all would have been homosexual. And then what we have been? We all would have been lesbians. Go to 3 and 9. While he go to 3 and 9, read what you got.
The book of Proverbs.
This is what y'all supposed to do to your parents. Read.
The book of Proverbs chapter 16 verse 31. The hoary head.
The hoary head, the old adult, the elder, the senior citizen. You see young kids, they sitting on the bus in the front, an old lady hanging on to the pole. They don't get up. Read.
A hoary head is a crown of glory.
The elder is a crown of glory because he teaches the children the stuff she learned when she was little. Read it again from the top.
The hoary head,
the elder person, read,
is a crown of glory.
It's a crown of glory to you children out here. You children don't know nothing 20 years ago, 40 years ago. Your grandmother could tell you something that happened 100 years ago. The hoary head, read it again.
The hoary head,
the elder, read,
is a crown of glory.
It's a crown of glory to you young kids out here in the street disrespecting your mothers and fathers and grandfathers and grandparents. Read.
If it be found in the way of righteousness.
If you see it and they're right, read.
He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty.
That's right. Read. Read what you got.
Isaiah, all right, where about Isaiah?
Everybody got this disgusting,
chapter 3, verse 9.
Sodomite, lesbian agenda, and you don't even know it's killing you. You ain't getting no children from lesbians and sodomites. They adopting other people's children and ruining them. They're 2 men raising a boy is ruining that man. 2 women raising a female in a lesbian relationship is ruining that female. Read.
Isaiah chapter 3 verse 9. The show of their countenance.
They show their countenance. Where we at? Where we at?
Countenance, Isaiah 3 and 9.
No. They showing that how proud, gay pride. Somebody get pride before a fall. Pride before a fall. Pride before a fall. Read.
To have witness against them.
Again from the top while we get.
They'll show of their countenance.
They show their countenance. That's that disgusting, evil, wicked spirit. They show their countenance. A sodomite countenance, a lesbian countenance is off the hook. Read.
Doth witness against them.
This witness against you. And they disrespecting the Most High's rainbow, calling the gay pride flag. Read.
And they declare their sin. Sodom.
They declare their sin as Sodom. They say, yeah, I'm a Sodomite and I'm proud, gay pride. They talking about pride in this. Sodom and Gomorrah was blown up. The Most High blew Sodom and Gomorrah up. It's in every Bible story, but they want to teach you Heather has two mommies.
Right.
Heather has two mommies. Joey got two daddies. But what Joey's daddy's doing to Joey? Oh, poor Joey. You got it? Anybody got that?
The book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction. Pride goeth before destruction.
Pride what?
Goeth before destruction.
Read that again.
They'll show of their countenance the witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom.
That's right. Read that again.
Pride goeth before destruction.
Pride goes before destruction. They're going to be destroyed.
Thank you, Miss.
Just like Sodom and Gomorrah got destroyed. Sodom and Gomorrah got destroyed because of the main thing, because of lesbians and homosexuals. Did you know where we at in Genesis where it tells you about they tried to get with the angels? They tried to get, because how could you get homosexual men trying to get with male angels? They tried to sleep with the male angels. Read. If you got it, read it. What you got?
Pride goeth before destruction,
Continue.
and an hardy spirit before fall.
And don't they have hardy spirits? They out here flaming, and they out here dragging their knuckles like knuckle draggers. This is a hardy spirit. And then they say, lesbians say that they don't. A lesbian woman said they hate men, but most of the women they look more manlier than men. That don't make no sense. They don't like men, but the women they deal with look like men. So that's why you got to know it's not a choice. It's possession. It's demonic possession. What you got?
Genesis 19.
Read.
Genesis 19, verse 1.
Hey, look, it's always our honor to edify our people, right? Because if we don't know who we are, we don't know where we go. All right.
Genesis chapter 19, verse 1. And there came two angels to Sodom and even.
All right, now say it again.
And there came two angels.
And there was two angels that came to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. Sodom and Gomorrah was a land filled with lesbians and homosexuals. Read.
To Sodom and even. And Lot sat in the gate of Sodom.
Okay, let's go.
And Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them.
Y'all have any questions, or y'all just? This is about world dominance, world takeover. Meaning that the Negroes are going to be back in their rightful place with Christ, the black Christ, going to really control this world again. I didn't ask you to speak. Lesbians are going to die if they don't repent. That's cool. That's cool.
Leviticus 26.